This video is presented by Cebo Sibanyoni. Globalization refers to the rapidly developing and ever-densening network of interconnections and interdependencies that characterize modern social life. It is simply the intensification of global interconnectedness and stresses the multiplicity of linkages it implies. Nowadays, goods, capital, people, knowledge, images, crime, pollutants, drugs, fashions, and beliefs all readily flow across territorial boundaries. We note the social institutional relationships between individuals, increasing flow of goods, information, people, and practices across national borders, and connection provided by technological developments such as the international air transport and the wiredness of electronic communication systems. Globalization minimizes cultural difference so as to allow the universal practices of the international business culture to function smoothly. Distant places are culturally close for business executives. Globalization doesn't make places the same, but it creates globalized spaces and connecting corridors, which is the flow of capital, including its commodities and its personnel. The chosen international brand for this video is Nestle.
The history of Nestle. Condensed version. Our story begins in Switzerland, where a man named Henri Nestle saves his neighbour's baby by mixing together milk, wheat flour and sugar. He imports his new infant formula to the UK and sets up shop in London. In 1901, Nestle opens its first UK factory and merges with the Anglo-Swiss Condensed Milk Company. Nestle quickly becomes a household name up and down the country. In 1939, Nescafe pours into the UK. It's an instant hit. Big European brands start to join Nestle, and exciting new products are invented. British confectioners Rowntree's joins the family, bringing in famous brands like Kit Kat, Aero, Smarties, Polo, Black Magic, Dairy Box, Fruit Pastels, and Fruit Gums. And Nestle continues to expand.
Now it is owned by one of the main shareholders of L'Oreal, the world's largest cosmetics company. Nestle has provided nearly 750,000 women worldwide with business, entrepreneurial, and technical skills as part of the commitment to female empowerment in the marketplace and community. Nestle's impact on culture and society. Nestle creates shared value as a way to connect with society at large. It is an approach based on respect for other people and cultures and for the natural environment. Nestle is the leading nutrition, health and wellness company. It enhances the quality of life by offering tastier and healthier food and beverage choices. Nestle has added 10 new commitments in nutrition, water, rural development, sustainability, and compliance. In addition to nutrition, Nestle focuses on water because water scarcity is a very serious issue in many parts of the world, and water is quite simply the linchpin of food security. And Nestle focuses on rural development because the overall well-being of farmers, rural communities, small entrepreneurs, and suppliers is intrinsic to the long-term success of the business. Nestle claims that its position in society brings both opportunities and responsibilities to do business in compliance with national laws, international standards, and its own values and principles. However, child labor, slavery is also evident in this brand in its production of chocolate.
evening and welcome to 16 by 9, The Bigger Picture. I'm Carolyn Jarvis. It's the most sacred day in the Christian calendar, and in today's world, a commercial blitz. Easter, a time for the chocolate industry to cash in. But what many may not realize when they're getting their chocolate fix this year is just who's behind it. Kids, some as young as 10, are fueling a child labor movement in the cocoa fields of Western Africa. Our Catherine Pope takes us to Ghana with a look at the darker side of chocolate.
Children in Canada love eating chocolate, but while they indulge in this sweet treat, some children who have never tasted chocolate are forced to work on cocoa bean farms in West Africa.
It's very sweet.
Chocolate is made from cocoa beans, which grow in pods on trees.
You have some beans in it, counting about 50 to 60 beans. You can eat it like toffee. But the rare bean, if I bite it, is very bitter.
Cocoa beans are Ghana's biggest cash crop, but it's a bittersweet harvest because of the common use of child labor. Ghana's Gold Coast, as it used to be known, was once the center of West Africa's slave trade. In some ways, the practice continues. To find the children of the cocoa bean, we drove hundreds of kilometers down bumpy, almost impassable roads and trekked deep into the heart of the cocoa region. This teenager says he's been toiling at this every day since he was 13. BK is just 9 years old. He spends 8 hours a day working the cocoa beans. The use of child labor and the trafficking of children to work on the cocoa bean farms is a problem the government is struggling to deal with.
In 2013, the Nestle Board of Directors visited schools in South Africa. A school in Soweto launched the Nestle Healthy Kids program in South Africa after winning a Nestle Community Nutrition Award for their vegetable garden. Nestle's professional skills include future chefs about nutrition, providing catering students with necessary skills and information related to food and nutrition, ensures that they better engage with public health initiatives. Healthy Kids is a global program which focuses on improving basic knowledge of nutrition and physical activity levels in children around the world. The global program is aimed at improving the nutritional status of school children aged 6 to 16 years old, and it includes both nutrition education and physical activity programs at the national level. Nestle Australia has developed in partnership with the Australian Institute of Sport the Healthy Active Kids resource. It has the common goal of helping Australian families get active and healthy.